All right, let's go fly fishing with Ken Jackson.
Watching people do something that they have practiced throughout their lifetimes, whether they're artists, bricklayers, or athletes, is a treat. And that's how I felt watching Frank Angelo cast a fly rod. Angelo started fly fishing when he was 10. His father didn't fish, so he taught himself, but he is grateful for experts who coached him along the way. That's what he does now. After retiring from contracting work, he is free to teach students a few at a time in fly fishing classes that he offers on Penns Creek near his 170-year-old farmhouse in McClure. That's in Snyder County in central Pennsylvania, but I had the chance to see him cast after taking a 25-minute drive to the Early Bird Sports Expo in Bloomsburg in the end of January. A crowd gathered on either side of him, but they allowed him space to cast down the center of a rectangular pond about 30 yards long, built on the floor of the hall. The pool was about 15 yards wide, but Angelo said he likes to imagine he's casting between two walls just 6 inches apart to keep his line straight on overhead casts. He demonstrated roll casts where he brought his arm back and then tilted it to about 2 o'clock before moving his arm forward. He twisted the pole at the end of a cast to make the line curve like a baseball pitch. Otherwise, he emphasized keeping his wrist straight, his arm close to his side as if he were trying to press a book against his ribs with his elbow. And his casting motion was like a carpenter swinging a hammer, but not forceful. Angelo rocked back and forth with a tack hammer to emphasize the light touch. He could make a fly nestle on the water next to a drinking cup 30 yards away. He withdrew the fly just as quietly from the water. Ripping it out of a creek, he said, scares trout. If hearing this makes you wish for trout season to be underway already, you don't have to wait until April. Angelo said the best place to practice casting is in the backyard. As when you're on the stream, try to find a spot in the yard where the line won't snag on a tree, but Angelo did crouch down to demonstrate how to cast beneath branches. He also showed a technique that often frees a fly from a tree by taking up the slack, twisting, and then pulling.